Is that the camera?
I mean, all the cameras.
They're all the cameras? Which one lights up?
None of them.
Damn. We need that one. Okay. Hello, guys. Can they hear me? How's the sound, buddy? I always do this. Huh? You can hear me? All right. Welcome to our... We haven't done one of these in a long time.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. But we're here to share with you the evolution of Las Vegas and the values that you can now find in Las Vegas. This is going to be an overtly positive show, and we have something very special for those of you that want to hang out for a second. But we're happy to have a little bit of conversation.
Oops, sorry, my bad.
First, we're going to kind of run down, and I think most of you guys are here you want to know what's going on with the tables, dude. What's going on with the tables? All right, should we start with how Vegas got here? How Vegas got here?
Vegas got here with $55 resort fees and surge pricing in the gift shop and all kinds of random bullshit that you shouldn't be charging for.
Surge pricing in the gift shop, dude. Uber taught them, dude. They learned that from Uber, dude. They were like, listen, it's getting busy in here. We got to jack up those gun prices. That's a thing.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is a lot of people will come in here and ask me if the $95 baked potato is a real thing. It is a real thing. It's actually available. You can get one today at Poppy's Steakhouse. However, you cannot go there and just buy the baked potato. You have to get the steak. It has to come with something, right? Didn't you try to find out?
You can't just get it as a side.
You can't get the side, dude. So those of you who have less than the prerequisite $95, you guys are out. Or I'm guessing like $300, something like this.
You're gonna be out $400, but the steak's like $100, $200. It's not cheap. So
yeah, the steak's not cheap. All right, so if you haven't known, I've been doing a lot of videos about, a lot of people are doing videos about how Vegas has been dead. It's been stuck. I want to start this video by saying that Vegas is not so dead. Vegas put out this sale, which sounded a little gimmicky, but it actually worked really well. Some casinos reported, just got maxed out. Everybody just started lining up. In fact, there were some videos. Our friend Jacob's Life put out a video showing the link. Literally just every single line backed up. Even the line to use the kiosk, to not even go through the front desk, was backed up. All right. Well, here, let's let Alex tell you about all the table game minimums, huh?
Yeah, so I've done a lot of research, and by research I mean gambling. The favorite one right now, the go-to, that's the easy one, the low-hanging fruit. The Rio has a $3 craps game every day from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Wow.
So Dennis and I have been there twice now. Dennis can speak to that. We've been there twice now, and we did that live stream the other day on Saturday, 6 hours of craps.
Wow.
Yeah, caught a 31 roller.
$3 game.
$3 game, yeah.
Dude.
So they have $3 craps from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. A lot of casinos now have lowered their minimums now. So except for obviously the Wynn and the Plazas, right? But everybody else though, that were sky high, now it's like $10 tables on the strip. Even on the center strip, you see a lot of $15 games. So it's kind of a normal thing now. It's starting to drop down for sure.
We just had an appointment, and he was surprised at all the $10 tables. Like literally, even a lot of strip places $10. Unless if you've been going to the Wynn most of your life, you're already desensitized. You don't even know what a $10, you don't even know how to play $15 tables. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything other than a $25 table, you just don't even know how to press. Like, you don't know what to do. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the thing. All right, so $3 table at the Rio. How'd it go at the Rio, sir? How was the experience what you expected it? How were the dealers? How was the...
So Dennis and I, we had a great old time. Poor Dennis, though. He was kind of wrecked, though. He didn't get much sleep. I got like 4 hours sleep, but I was still kind of wrecked. But it was good. We walked up to the table. There were already players playing. It was a $15 game.
Oh. Is it hanging out?
Yeah, don't roll the mic. They're just gonna fuck their ear.
Oh, really? How's this? Is this better?
Okay.
All right.
So they have so it was a $15 game, and then it was so funny because there was people playing. We rolled up at like $2.45.
$15. I thought you said $3 game.
No, it's $2.50, and it's $15. The table is $15.
It
then
starts at 15 before it turns to $3.
It's $15, and then it goes to at 3 a.m. in the morning. It becomes a $3 table from 15.
Yeah, so it's a $15 minimum, 3, 4, 5 game, $3 minimum, 3K max, which is the highest max.
That's still pretty good.
Pretty
That's
good.
a nice range.
It's really good.
If you catch a roll, that is some good exits.
If we would have caught another like 10, 15 roll, 10 more rolls.
So at first it went terribly for you guys, and then you guys got out.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, the players. Yeah, it was like you could tell it was like those people that were still up all night. They just it just hit the switch, and they were like going to bed, and then we just brute force took over the game. So
yeah. By the way, we heard of that game that before it was live. We have a friend of ours who was sort of kind of working and providing some ideas. You know, we were excited to see it roll out. We're very interested to see how it plays out. Because a lot of casinos are kind of nervous about that type of game because, you know, it plays differently, attracts a different crowd. And so I will tell you that, you know, if you're somebody coming over from the Win, let's just say that a lot of people in these $3 games, this is a short play. It's a different type of playing. You know, it's either hardcore aggressive gambler who's starting at $3, or it's someone with their last $20 bill.
Yeah, I mean, when we walked up, it was a guy sweating $60, a grown man sweating $60. So
I've been that grown man.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, 2025, $60 is not much in inflation, right?
All right,
so.
where are the other cheap tables if I want to go? If I'm not at the Rio.
Ellis Island still has actually a $5 game. On the weekends, I've been there many times. During the week, even at nighttime, if it's not busy, they drop it to $5. So almost always, day shift and swing shift, they do have the $5 game. South Point still has a $5 game too as well. Mm-hmm. They do over there as well. And then my favorite casino also as well, Jerry's Nugget. They still got that $5 game as well. Jerry's Nugget, they're not drop. They're like, no, we're staying, we're holding.
I don't think they have much of a choice, to be honest.
That's
with
true.
you. I don't think there's a lot of other players in that neighborhood. There's nobody from the Win walking over to Jerry's Nugget, unless you find yourself at what is that one that's grandfathered in there? What's that called?
Palomino.
The Palomino Club. It's funny that Dennis knew that right away, dude. It took you a second. I figured that would be like.
Because he thought you were talking about a casino.
Yeah, oh.
And I know how you think.
Because that's a strip. Let's just say it's a strip joint. And,
they have a grandfather liquor
It's grandfathered, yeah. So they have it's full nudity.
Yes,
right?
and they serve alcohol.
And they serve alcohol, which is one of the because they got there's only one. There used to be another one, the Can Room, but that one closed. So I think that's the only one left inside the city or anywhere near you know the city. For those of you who, there you go, a little tip. There you go. You're looking for that club? Palomino's the way to go. Because that's close to Jerry's.
It's right across the street.
It's literally
you can
across
literally
the street.
get a hot roll and then you can literally backpedal and then you're right there.
Okay, so go ahead.
I'm not wearing a mic. Can you pull up your phone and look
Yes.
at the chats?
Oh, there's some chats already.
We got some. Let me pull it up here, gang. But anyways, yeah. So there's still a lot of $5 stuff, especially during the week. By the way, that's the thing is we're talking about Vegas. Vegas is still like on the weekends it's still like business is normal. It's just really during the week where it's like.
I could get all weird here in a minute, but listen, we're gonna share with you all of the cheap values, specials, and give you some context as well. I will tell you this: if you're a hardcore gambler, the Rio $3 table is pretty fantastic, right? There's no way around it. And if you know how to play the game, 3 to 3,000, dude, that table could be wrecked pretty quickly. They're hoping to kind of grind out the wins. The great part of the $3 game, it has a higher theoretical for the casino. It's a built-in theoretical because you're not paying all the dimes. So there's no quarters on the game. So the 3 should pay $420. The 3 on the 5 and 9 should pay $420. The 3 on the 6 and 8 should pay $350, and they're not paying those out. So they kind of win automatically just by having
4 and 10 is 580.
Yeah, so just by having those bets there, the casino starts out a little bit of a winner. The problem is that people are play that game differently. So I think right now it's kind of in its test stages. They're going to see how it sort of plays out, what kind of people. But I would tell you this, my favorite 2 casinos, and I know I pointed, Ellis Island is great. If you like to gamble and you want to conserve your bankroll for gambling, it's a great place to go because the beer is cheap, the drinks are cheap, the food is cheap, all that stuff. Station Casino is also the same, right? Palace is, you can eat. So when I go to Palace, I go and they have 2 fast food places. You can eat cheap. Cafe, they have Panda, they have a wings place, you know what I mean? And then you can just take it, and it's just a great way to conserve all of your money just for gambling.
Yeah, I just heard they have a deal, too, inside the movie theater. Was it the apps? They have, like, the appetizers. It's like wings or something for, like, $5 or something like that.
Yeah.
They have some sort of deal inside Cinemark or whatever it is.
So those are the way, because
whatever.
I feel like that's the bigger picture, is going somewhere, not just where I'm going to play lower minimum tables, because Palace will have $10 tables. They don't have any $5 games like Ellis. So if you really want a $5 table, you got to go to Ellis. But they have $10 tables.
But they have $3 beers and $3 shots and $2 corn syrup margaritas. So
Yeah, corn syrup margaritas.
corn syrup margaritas. Come on, $2. Come on, that's the main ingredient in that bad boy.
Yeah, 100%. But anyway, so we've enjoyed going there. Okay, so on the strip, center strip, what's the cheapest tables right now? Center strip. What's the closest you can get to a cheap table?
So like during the week, right? They'll be like, instead of 25, they'll be 15. With the exception, like I said, Aria, Bellagio, Palazzo, Wynn.
Yeah.
All the other properties,
Yeah.
like you can see $10 tables at
He was
nighttime.
Paris. He just said we have a guy just left Paris with $10 this afternoon.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing like prior to swing shift, maybe day shift, still
Yeah.
$10 games.
Well, definitely for sure in the mornings, and then during the week too as well, up until dinner time basically.
By the way, interestingly, here I'll give you some news recently. We had a few. TripAdvisor put out its top 100 restaurants, and a few Vegas restaurants. Guess what the #1 Vegas restaurant is? And I think that this is a couple years in a row now, which is crazy because me and Dennis went there before they were famous, and it's called Primal.
Oh, the one at the Boulevard Mall.
Yeah, Primal Steakhouse. You know what's crazy? So back when, it used to be a great value too, before it was all that well known. So they opened in this kind of like a whole. Well, this mall used to be big. Now it's not so much. Luckily, you don't have to actually go through the mall to get to Primal. But their steakhouse, we used to send people to that steakhouse because it was reasonably inexpensive. Two people could easily get out for $80. Not so much anymore. Now that it's become kind of the go-to steakhouse, and they have won like top steakhouse in a few different categories, by the way. So congrats to them, Primal Steakhouse. The other one, strangely enough, you know what? The other one that made the list that's on the strip is the Eiffel Tower restaurant.
Really?
It's one of the top. I know, right? It's one of the top right now. There, you're not going to save any money whatsoever, dude. Just prepare to go in pantless. You know what I'm saying, or bent over or something like this. But there's that's a whole different experience. But
Yeah.
I was surprised to see that one because I have never heard. Because I've always heard the Strat one get better marks, or you know what I mean, like
Yeah,
other
top of
types.
the world or something. But
Top
yeah.
of the world. That's the first time I've heard Paris, but they won the TripAdvisor thing. All right, so let's talk about one of the things I'm mostly excited about in terms of free or value. If you happen to be a local, all Caesars property restaurants, almost all of them, 25% off, dude. 25% off right now. So if you go to any restaurant here, which I think is great, there's a whole bunch of restaurants on my bucket list that I've been wanting to go to at Caesars properties that now it's 25% off. So I think that's good. All right, check this out. I have a list of some of the best deals for tourists currently available if you want to stay in Vegas. Now imagine you already know what some of those hotels are because they're the ones that are going through what, arguably some of the most difficult times right now. Let's just say that. Virgin Hotels, strangely enough, is on the list of incentivizing you going down and stay there. So they have a 30% off the room rates through October 31st, dude. Which, as I read that, kind of sucks for a deal, to be honest with you. Oh my God, I'm gonna call Betty. There are other hotels, but anyway, so Virgin, they are in need of help. They would love it if you go down there and stay. I would not recommend playing any of those machines because if you're like me, I always believe that the machines will hit once people start playing them, the busy machines. I'm not sure if they have very many busy machines, but that's just me.
Just a guess.
Just a guess. We've been
Yeah.
down there, man. We went down there one time on a Thursday, 6 p.m., and there were 2 players in the entire pit. Remember that?
Yeah.
And by the time we left, those 2 players had clapped out, and there was 0 people that night. It was like 6 o'clock. It was crazy.
Last time I was there, I had nowhere to park for F1. That literally had to pay $50 to park at the garage to walk over to
Oh, really?
to the F1 track. Yeah.
By the way, that's the hack, Virgin. So back when it was Hard Rock, there's a parking garage in there, and they put cones down now, but you'd be able to walk up that parking garage, and if you ever want to see take a picture of the whole skyline of Vegas at night, it's a fantastic. They should charge for that because people want that picture. So if you've ever seen some of the really big panoramic skylines, people took it from the Virgin garage. Like literally, that's the garage. We've been there. I've taken Dennis there.
Yeah.
It's incredible vantage. All right, you ready?
Real quick, one super chat, real quick.
Up. Go.
777 Clothing, Mr. Rubin. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Papa Dave, for teaching me Keno. And here's a more $3 craps.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love $3 crafts. It's too early in the morning for me. It's hard for me to get up. But Dennis won $100. We split it. We both went in. You know what I mean? He went there with, Okay. Here we go. Are you ready? We have the Plaza. Save up to 25%. And you get a $25 dining credit at one of their signature restaurants, dude. Signature restaurants. What would you consider a signature restaurant at the Plaza?
Oscars?
Oh, God. Yeah, you and me both. We
That's the only thing I can think of. They have Hash House a Go-Go, I
They
think,
do.
right?
Well, we haven't been the best. We haven't had the best experience at Oscars. But We were there when Oscar was there with the wife. Remember that?
Mhm.
We actually happened to be there the same time they were there. Crazy. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going down. Midweek deals. Obviously, if you want to come to Vegas, midweek is the best time to come. There you get the best the deals just in total. Let's not even look at this. Look at this. We have a hotel on here that we can't mention. That's really terrible. The M Resort, 30% off room rates and waived resort fee for locals. Which, by the way, I love the M. It was originally put there Marnell. I love actually playing there. Food's not bad. You know what I mean? It's not like S tier or anything, but it's good. And they have a good mix of tables, experienced dealers, and does the South Point ever have any specials?
They do. Yeah, so just let you know, so M Resort people are going to ask, they have $10 roulette, $10 craps, and they also have a crapless table, I was just told. So they have a crapless game over at
South
M.
Point?
At the M. I'll talk about the South Point in a second, but yeah. So it's pretty good. The only thing I would tell people is about the M Resort, it's a little bit farther away from everything else, so you might need a car to get around.
Yeah, you probably need a car.
It's by the Raiders training facility, but so the South Point just released a thing. They have $3 shrimp cocktail, but like actual shrimp cocktail, not like the baby little, shrimp in the like actual shrimp cocktail, $3. They're doing the drink specials, doing the same thing again. Plus, they have pretty good deals anyways because it's off the strip. So,
yeah, at South Point.
At South Point.
At South Point, not always, but
yeah, sometimes they will roll out a $5 table. Just keep in mind, it's double odds.
Yep.
And at any time, they lock down those hopping bets.
Yeah, and also too, if you set the dice, they sweat the money on that.
Well, it's Gaughan's property. There's none of that. Yeah, they will famously. I've heard from several people they will not allow hopping bets for a period of time if it gets out of control. So if a lot of people start string betting or hopping bets, they will literally not allow hopping other than what's printed. You know, you can do a C&E, these kinds of things, but you can't do anything else. It's crazy how in that vein they have the most 3-2 handheld decks, right?
They do.
So they have 3-2 blackjack handheld at $10, which is great. So they've kept that part of it. You know, I try to. I can't go there when they have the horse events, because it literally smells like manure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Question Arena literally smells
kind of
like,
overwhelms the place.
Smell,
I mean that's the smell. All right, well, we have. I can't keep grinning because we have something very sort of exciting to share with you that we're kind of building out. But all right, what do you have any other deals, dude, off the top of your head?
I do have a $10 super chat from Mr. Alan Toy. Dude. What are your thoughts on the new GVR logo? See you guys in 11 months.
Oh
no luck at the craps table.
We just looked at it yesterday. We're split, to be honest with you. We like kind of the old classic GVR. I don't know. They went with what they call an airier font. And I feel like whoever they paid, I wish they would have just paid me. I could have gone, you know what I mean? Someone made money off of that. We used to watch a guy update the digitals at the Fashion Show Mall, and he was paid like $20,000.
He was making a racket. Just
a crazy racket.
Yeah.
I could just see like this whole group of people sitting around a table working diligently for like days on end, getting the new font. I kind of like it because I think it's very newer. It's a little more airy. Dennis doesn't think it has the aesthetic, that GVR. Because GVR, let's just say I'm interested to see what they do with that property. They've done a great. Sunset is one of my favorite properties now. I'm literally going there tomorrow to play. If you guys playing Keno, I will literally be at Sunset Casino tomorrow. I love. I spend my Thursdays. I get a little time off in the afternoon, and I love what they've done to that casino. So they're from my understanding, they're just refreshing all of Durango, or all of GVR. So they're investing a lot of money to make it something special. So I can't wait. Well, we'll see what happens.
I haven't seen the logo yet.
Yeah,
but,
it's not the biggest departure. It's they've changed the G, the V, and the R kind of thing to kind of, and I guess it is a little different. But I mean we're kind of split. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
let's get my initial reaction to that. No, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions here.
Oh, I got one for you. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. So we have there's a lot of places now that are throwing food now. So if you stay. Right. So one of the deals that Harris Caesars has, and they might have some dates still up there. Yeah, there it is right there. They might have some dates still up where they were giving you, you would pay for the room and you would get enough of a daily credit to really cover what you could eat. So enough of a food credit. So basically giving away the food, and then but you have to commit to 2 or 3 days. There might be some dates available, but last I saw, most of the dates were sold out. That sale went so well. It was such a great deal. I think it was $200 for 2 days, and then another $200 in food credit. You know what I mean? So that seems like an easy win. But here's the one. This is so great. I saw this come across my ad the other day. How Fontainebleau is free parking right now, buddy. Free parking.
That's great because we have a mobile event tomorrow and it's 3 hours and I don't want to pay for parking. So
is it really?
Yeah.
And you're local, so you're fantastic, dude.
Oh, they added it so if you become a member, you also get it for free.
Oh, okay.
At Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, you could be, one of their first members.
Damn.
By the way, so here's what I gotta say. I gotta say this because it's the 100% the truth. Just so you know, Fontainebleau. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but Fontainebleau has the best paybacks on. I know it's crazy. It's so true. I went there, looked at the paybacks on Video Poker, and Keno. They have the best paybacks in town. In all of the city. Their Keno paybacks are better than Dottie's, the local Dottie's, like literally better. I couldn't believe it. In fact, it looks like someone set them up on the floor and then forgot to kind of rework it for the casino. Now, this was as of 2 weeks ago. How long ago was that? 3 weeks ago, maybe, when we went?
No, it was more than that. It was like 2 months ago.
2 months.
Oh, really? Oh, God, really? Wow, it's been like 2 months. But I mean, my guess is it's the only 9.6 50-cent machine I've seen in town in a very long time. And I think the dollar was 9.7 on video, for those of you on the Video Poker market. But I played Keno there for 2 seconds. We walked with $300 at nickels. And they had nickel Keno. Even their nickel Keno is the highest payback Keno in town.
I'm going to do some research tomorrow and let you know.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah, because we have that mobile event.
Because I'm interested. If anybody wants to go hang out at Fontainebleau for a second, I mean, that's the other place. I'm so shook that that's a thing, given that it's a $95 baked potato. I just wouldn't eat there.
Yeah, Nick and I will be there, but we don't have time because we got to tap out Nathan. So, but yep, we'll take a look. I'll let you know.
All right. Well, this isn't going to be the longest show. I mean, quite honestly, is there anybody have any questions about anything that we can talk to specifically?
Somebody just asked, Skill and Luck just asked, what's a pressing progression for a $3 game?
You want to know something that's so great about
With
that
double tap.
question, dude? They called me, literally. So one of the people that was going to play a role actually called me to understand a little bit better how people interact with the $3 game, because the last person they can remember dealing a $3 game was yours truly, you see? So the pressing progression is you go to the next standard unit. So if you have a $3.10 or a $3.04 and it hits, it's going to pay $5. You just go to the $5 unit, or you press them both for $5. You know what I mean? So you would press them both, you get $2 change, and you move on. On the 5 and 9, you can press 1, right? It'll pay 4. So a $3.5 or $3.9 will pay $4. And then you could press it and get $2 change, or you could press it both and get $0 change. You see? And then on the 6 and 8, you just go from 3 to 6 because you don't get the 50-cent piece. So power pressing it requires you kind of going. So what I used to do is bet 18 across, right? And then if the 5 or 9 hits, I throw in $3. I go to $10 because I got $3 bet, right? I get paid 4. I have 7 total. I throw in 3. Now I have a $10 9, one hit. Famously, I used to play at this place. This guy used to give me so much crap for betting 18 across, and he would bet 160 across. In one hit, I was at 2 hits, basically. I was at his quarters, and he was still collecting same bet. I was still pressing. See? So you could get to a quarter game in 2 hits on any number. You see what I mean? It's like, you could play triple Lux, be at a quarter game.
I mean, that's the whole point of the $3, $5 game, guys. We're not actually playing $5. We're using it as the baseline to get to.
I mean, the whole idea is you minimize your bet because it's not where you start, it's where you finish. Like, that's 100%.
Yeah.
In the clinic that we have and what we talk about, those of you, if you want that bankroll to last as long as possible so you can realize the roll. Because $3 game versus you starting at 25 means nothing. It's whoever gets that 500, the Barney, you know what I mean, or the banana. That's where it starts paying. One $500 bet that pays $700, right? Who cares about your $25 bet? And you can get there, and from a $25 bet, you're only 2 behind, but you can get to a Barney in 25 to 7 to 1 hit to 75, 2 hits to 2, 3 hits, you're at a Barney. Okay, if you're at $3, it's going to take you 5. You know what I mean? It's going to take you 5 hits. You know what I mean? But so what? The person that's willing to press is going to get there. Man, that's a really exciting game. By the way, Friday we have something very special. We're filming this new team craps event, high roller only, and we're not going to say where or when or anything, but we're going to film it and we're going to show it to you. And basically, I've collected a few people. We're going to buy in for a ton of money, and we're going to play what I think is a nearly unbeatable system with enough money. And this is one of those things, which I don't advise for those of you who faint at heart. I mean, these people were specially curated, let's just say, because they have a higher risk tolerance, a bigger bankroll, that kind of thing. And we are going to play, and it's going to be David and Dennis sort of managing the money, and they're going to roll, and it's going to be a team event. Because I recommend if you're going to play dice, right, or really anything, and you come as a group, have a group strategy. So you have one bankroll where you can maximize the opportunity. Because think about it, if you're 4 of you in a group and you're all buying in for 300, 500, let's say 500, right? Now you have 2,000, but you're splitting it up into 4 $500, strategies. You're diluting the opportunity instead of just buying in for $2,000. It's like when you go to a casino. It's when you go to you play slots, for example, or video poker. That 25-cent game that you might play pays worse than the $5 game that 4 of you together could play, where you could have this opportunity of maxing out and getting this much bigger return. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, every casino, the higher denomination typically results in better paybacks. Better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have a 9.7. I think it was 50 cents or $1 at Fontainebleau. You can't get that on a video poker machine. You got to play, maybe $5 machines at a lot of joints. You know what I mean? So I think that's the opportunity. So we're gonna have our Big Bird Society is gonna do one team event. I'm gonna try to do one team event every month, right? If we can get enough people and schedule it. But we have an actual event for Big Birds every month. It's on cqnexus.com/Big Birds. It's Big Bird or Big Bird?
Big Bird.
Big Bird. But we have something even more exciting. You want to let them know, dude?
Yeah. So because the Rio
Yeah.
was so successful. By the way, it was funny because 20 people showed up at some point.
Yeah.
And that was like impromptu, right? So now we have commitments from 2 casinos. We're doing the opposite. It's the Little Bird Society, or as I like to call Broke Dick Society, or the little broke dick
we don't want to go with
But we don't
broke
do
dick,
that. That's the PC version. But for all you guys that are always asking us where we're going to play and all that sort of stuff, I think it's the easiest way to be able to get you guys to interact with us. So if you go to cqnexus.com/littlebird, you'll be able to jump in. We're going to get a monthly $5 reserve crap table. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and pair it up with the $10 reserve 3-2 shoe game as well. So every month from these hours, I'll be there with you playing on the crap table. And we're going to be able to do $32 triple lux or double tap or any of those systems that you want to play. And we're just going to fire it up.
Listen here. You guys, if you got to see this shirt, okay? So this is you see this this is the head chick, dude, otherwise known as a cock, just so you know, okay?
Yeah.
And a rooster. It's the official, you know what I mean? And then there's all these hens. But here's the thing. I mean, are we at that point in the commercial where, okay, so listen to this.
Commercial?
I mean, well, whatever the hell that we're doing here. Okay, so check this out. This is, I love this so much. Okay, here's the shirt. So all you have to do is buy the shirt. All you got to do is buy the shirt because you got to have the shirt. And we want to get some great pictures of everybody in their Little Bird shirt, okay? And we think that you can get laid in this shirt, dude. We think wherever you are or whatever you're doing, you got to get one of these shirts. So this is the Little Bird shirt, okay? And this is literally how the front's going to look. We're still working on the back. It's going to be like a follow me kind of thing. Now, he's going to be the head chick. You know what I mean? As in chickadee, not chick, but the head chick. The big chick, the main hen, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yep.
He's going to have a yellow shirt. It's going to be the opposite colors, basically, with a little crown and things like this. We've already designed it. Now, the idea is it's going to be head chick. Then they're going to have a few big chicks. We're going to have a few big chicks. You know, it's part of Alex's little entourage to kind of keep all the little birds, you know what I mean, organized and kind of lead off in the table. But listen, we're going to start out outside the casino. Can you imagine 20 people in Little Bird shirts all lined up in the damn garage in single file?
What's the
everybody coming into the reserve table together.
cqnexus.com/littlebird.
That video is, I mean, just all of Alex's. I mean, I just can't wait. It's fantastic. But that's the shirt. If you ever want to start a conversation, get the shirt and go out with the shirt on. Now, all you have to do is, it's on our shop, casinoquest.com. All you got to do is buy the shirt. Once you buy the shirt, you email us, admin@cqnet. All the directions are there. and then we'll tag you in CQ Nexus so you can see and join all the live events. And the live events will be made available to everybody with the shirt, basically.
Yeah. And I'll make a commitment to you guys, too. Inside that community, I'll interact with you guys and talk with you guys so that way we can go over $5 strategies.
Yeah, or
we'll
$3 strategies.
$2 strategies or whatever, right?
$1 strategies.
Yeah. But we'll go over different ways so that when we go to the table, that's the other thing. There's some people in the group, they're like going 10, 10, 10, all tall, small on a $3 game, which I thought was absolutely insane. But the thing is, the reason why we're playing on that $3 or $5 game, number one, we're going to have fun together. Bunch of DJs getting together to have fun. Number two, we're just trying to stay alive. If you guys know in the live stream, some of you guys in the comments, it took 6 hours before we got that one roll, and then that's it.
So. And so Alex goes out and plays a lot, and he has a group of people that go with him. We just want to make this more of a community thing, so everybody knows you're with Alex. Alex will be with his. We're going to make sure Alex has his, big, what is it? Head chick shirt on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just the videos, oh God, I just can't wait, dude.
No, it's gonna be a fun time. We had a pretty good time for an impromptu 3 a.m. Like gambling stream.
Yeah, and quite honestly, you don't have to attend any of the events. I can see people just kind of wearing this around the house, or going to the discotheque.
Perfect. There you go. Look at that.
I threw that in there, dude. Remember the discotheque?
David walks in. He's like, "Where are the huzz?"
Can you imagine? We might bring back the discotheque. That could be a thing. All right, well.
One more thing I want to mention, too.
Go ahead.
We're going to have the dates rolling ahead of time, 2-3 months, so you guys can plan your Vegas trip.
Yeah.
So that way, it's like, hey, this month, we're going to just start with once a month, and then I think eventually we'll do it twice a month.
Yeah, if there's more need for it.
So that way it's like, hey, we just want to make sure there's enough time for us to play on a $5 game. We sit there and have fun, bullshit. But that's the thing is we want you guys to plan your Vegas trip, and you can hang out and finally gamble with us on a regular basis.
I mean, it would be a dream come true if we had like 50 people just following in single line, single file. Here comes Alex, and then everybody in single file, all little birds. Oh God, it would just. Can you imagine? That would be just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Dude. It would drive everybody insane, but it's the truth. It's literally, I think it's the nature of it's community first. It's about people, and we gamble. You know what I'm saying? And we take the little shot. All right, what else we got? Anything? Huh? Oh. Yes. Okay, so here it is, straight to commercial. Okay, so that's a little bird. We're releasing the pre-order for our mag. So our craps strategies, roulette strategies, they're on shopcasinoquest.com. If you pre-order now, you get both the print, the digital, and the gambler's here. Where's the gambler's journal? So when we send you the mag, we'll also send you the gambler's journal. And this time around, we're gonna have a video link inside the strategy guide with a tutorial of all the strategies. So we're gonna do so each of these will come with, so let's say you buy the roulette one, you get this, and you get the digital one when it's available, plus the video tutorial, the whole walkthrough of all the strategies. If you buy the craps one, you get this, and you get the digital download and all the walkthrough of all the strategies. So any strategy that's in here, it'll be part of the video. It won't be like the videos that we do on the CQ Nexus. It'll be one long sort of video that will be split up into chapters and feature all the videos. But all right, we really just wanted to say hi. It's been a long time since we went live. Vegas has been a weird place lately. Everything is going great. So our CQ app is really evolving. So I really appreciate that. All you guys that are engaging with us on the Nexus has been fantastic. I wrote an opinion piece recently that got picked up by the Review Journal, kind of about the future of Vegas, and that's really what we're kind of working towards, So we would love, Alex and I would love to be part of that, kind of rebuild this community a little bit. We're very committed to getting very re-engaged, having a lot more events. I got 2 events. I got 2 events coming up just this week. Actually, 3 events coming up this weekend. So we're just trying to, create all the relationships and as much engagement as possible.
Trying to get the ball rolling. That's it.
Yeah, 100%. And the app is coming. Those of you on the app, dude, get excited because we have just paid off Mexico, not the cartel, unrelated, and we are building out Blackjack and Roulette. Have it ready for you guys November 21st. So we just hired on the company whose assets are the best rated for table games inside of the Unity platform. So they're working with us now 40 hours a week, and it's fantastic. So everything, John is doing a great job. We have Stav on that development team, so everything is doing great. All right, well, this is up for you guys. So, anybody have any feedback, questions, commentary?
I know Alan was asking about the app. Yeah, so part of my job is recently just trying to break the app before you even get there.
Yeah.
Somebody did ask, are you ever going to join us for a 6-hour craps live stream one of these days too?
A 6-hour craps?
Yeah, the Little Bird thing.
Oh, Little Bird? Oh, 100%.
Can you get David to wake up at 4?
Not
Yeah,
at 3
well,
a.m.,
he'll show up later, I think, but
Yeah.
he'll be there.
Well, I would love to play that game, but I would show up later. How busy did it get later in the afternoon?
Yeah, you play that game by me playing that game.
Yeah, I played vicariously through Dennis. Dennis can FaceTime with me next time while I'm in bed, dude. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious. Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Yeah,
But the app is doing great. So we're focused now on getting Blackjack and Roulette up by November 21st. So our party is the 22nd. We have a Big Bird Society a meetup on the 21st, the day before. And then the 22nd is our app release party. And if you guys haven't been following us, we're developing a table game education app that is not just playing, but the dealing components and the budgeting components, the risk profile. We want you to be able to talk to it, interact in sort of real time like you would an actual table game. So once you pay for it, you don't have to worry about being networked. You'll have it locally on your phone to play. You can manage all your activities. Everything that we teach, as far as the bridge, the gambler's journal, all that is built in to this app. So we want the app and the gameplay to feel like you're actually at a table interacting with a live dealer. All the rule sets that apply, all the order of operations, everything that you experience in the live environment is what you're going to experience on the app. And right now, it doesn't exist. The apps that are built for, are sort of twitchy. And by that I mean they're very whimsical. You buy $2 million, into which no one plays $2 million. So you'll be able to create your own budgets, your own bank accounts. You'll be able to compare strategies. You'll be able to analyze your bets. You'll be able to record. That's one of the things we have built in now. You can record your rolls, the roulette numbers they come, and you can have a session at a casino, for example, right? And then play it out against a new strategy that you develop later, like store that information, make it available to you at a later time, right? We're also building a sort of an AI function where you'll be able to talk to the app and work with it like you would, a normal dealer. The thing I'm most excited about is you'll be able to flip the table and be the dealer. Not just to yourself, you'll be able to deal to networked players, which is another thing that's never been done. So we have quite a few very interesting things that's one of the reasons why we got this development company. They are very excited to build out some of the ideas that we have, and how you interact with the table is very innovative, let me just say.
Yeah.
And it took us, people in gaming to build a gaming app with gaming developers, you know what I mean? Pairing those two together. Not just gaming developers out to, get a quick dollar kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that the people that design the games that we've seen testing out the various games, they're designed, but they're not actually like realistic for gamblers, depending on actual budgets and playing and maximums and all that good stuff. So
no, 100%. That's like our biggest complaint is they don't feel like a regular. Yeah. You're either locked in somehow,
or you can hit table max 11,000 when it's not possible on a double street.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
yeah. Just wait for it. It's fantastic. We have such a great group of investors. We have a great group of developers. That community is built up. You can pre-order. We only have the one available now. So it's basically the unlimited package. So you could be an adopter. You can pre-order, or you can wait. We're rolling it out on November 22nd. We've already been accepted into the Google Play Store. We're working through iOS, a little more finicky, but that should be done here soon. I think you have a few, no?
Yeah. Will it be available in the UK? So yeah, we're gonna have it web-based, and also too, it'll be Google and Apple Play Store. So
yeah, there won't be any limitations as far as geography. I mean, unless your country doesn't allow it in.
Yeah.
I think China has restrictions on gambling stuff now.
And just want to clarify, it's not a actual gambling app.
Yeah.
It's us testing out playing, like the simulation part. So.
Yeah. All right. One thing I will add to it that we think will be a powerful part of the app is not just the fact that you'll be able to play and learn and empower yourself, right? Create opportunity and kind of what I want you guys to do is hopefully educate yourself and evolve into better gamblers, right? Understand better betting systems, better ways to interact with the casino. But beyond that, we have been working very, very hard on developing a relationship with the casinos, and we want essentially, and this is where casinos, the bosses, their sphincters sort of tighten up every time I say, this is the one word that they hate the most, is we want like a players union. Imagine, we have X amount of players that are using this app that now know what to look for in a table game, right? Now know what the best table games are, what the best odds are, right? What the best relationships are, best places to play. Well, guess what? We want to be sort of the conduit. We want to show you the path to connect the player to the casino. And we're going to say to the casino, listen here, Alex and I, we've got 100 little birds ready to go, dude. Okay, here's what we want. And that's how we're getting it on with these $5 tables. Alex is going in there and he's saying, listen, I need a $5 table because I have this whole group of people that wants to play at this level, wants to engage. And we want to just build that up through the app. If we have 10,000, 50,000, we have this body of players, right? We'll be able to, move them. You guys will go.
Dictate the rules a little bit, yeah.
You know what I mean? You will kind of dictate the reality, right? Mm-hmm. And we're going to love it. And we're going to love it. And that's why we're starting to have the conversation. That's why the RJ picked up my article, my opinion piece. It came out this Sunday. The exact copy of that, by the way, is at the CQ Nexus blog. It's in my blog. And it came about in a very interesting way. I had this conversation with a GM of a casino. And basically I told him lies, in terms of like the opportunity. That's available for players. You know how casinos are always talking about how they're evolving the space to meet consumer demand. And I said, bullshit, basically, right? That's not necessarily true. What casinos are doing and what sort of every business tries to do is move customers into the box that fits their narrative, like of higher margins, of easier, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what Vegas has been doing. Vegas has become much less of a brand. So anyways, I wrote this article based on that. And I wanted to kind of, what made Vegas Vegas? Like, what created this brand? Why is it diminished or why is it diluted now? And this idea that everybody wants like $1,000 steaks and $95 baked potatoes, that's nonsense, dude. That's where we're moving away from the brand and trying to, cater to this upper crust, this very sort of narrow group of people that, want that. But the rest of us, that's not a thing. You know what I mean? We want Vegas to be about gambling, right? That's our focus, is gambling. And so what we're going to do is we're going to build this app and we're going to connect the casinos that want to host gamblers, right? That want to create opportunity for gamblers, and they'll have plenty of gamblers. You want business? We have business, but there are going to be some caveats to that business. Or if the app blows up, God forbid David gets enough money, or David and Alex, dude, we will have our own casino floor. It's as simple as that, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, then it becomes all about the brand. God forbid. Please, Jesus. Okay, go. What else you got? Is that it?
No, that's pretty much it, really. Everyone's just talking about like the ATM fees. Can you simulate ATM fees, the $11.99 ATM fee when you go pull out money at the casino?
I mean, you can. Like, you can actually set your budget. Can you imagine that that's a thing? I actually ran into that for the first time about 3 months ago. I couldn't believe it. And I didn't pull out any money. I'm not paying $12 for a $100 bill. Or $200 bill. And that tells you right there, you shouldn't be in that casino. Like, you should just run. I mean, that's not the casino, because, everything becomes so much more expensive. That's why if you really want to gamble and you really want to conserve your bankroll, you have to find all the amenities have to be affordable too, because they eat away at whatever you want to spend. You know what I mean? Just by, getting a drink, dude. There was a bar that charged a service fee because you were close to the pool. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? I'd be like, listen, how far away from the pool do I gotta be to not get this service fee? But I mean, it's just gotten ridiculous, right?
It's out of control. I mean, we got to go back to what we're doing: customer service based, value based, giving people a reason to come visit us.
That's right. It's a brand. You got to be a brand first, and then all those other things they come with it. That's what Vegas has lost. The casinos used to be on brand. People used to go to places because of the brand and then the experience that they were looking for. They were less price sensitive. Now it's become more price sensitive because that's all. Everything is competing on price now. No one goes anywhere on brand. But the Wynn is still a brand. There's still a few places that are still a brand, right? And then everything else is just value based. But that's going to change. I think there's a few really cool things coming up. The Hard Rock is building the Guitar Hotel, which I think will be very interesting. The Sphere, of course, if they could figure out how the hell to make money with that thing, because they had, it cost a lot of money. And we have the A's stadium. The verdict is still out on how that gets done. But there's at least a few places that are moving towards that. But it's disappointing to see these conversations, move into these other areas away from what Vegas is gambling, dude. You follow?
Yeah.
Everything else is should be in the sort of the satellite entities, which is great. But Vegas should always be about gambling. Anyway, that's just David. All right, good.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, we're out. We're off to Keno, literally to unwind.
See you guys at the $5 tables.
Bye.